Hey, what's happening, guys? Chad here, and I need to do some equipment testing, so I figured that I would go ahead and do a reaction video to Reminiscence. Yeah, that's the one. While I'm testing out this equipment. So since I'm here, let's go ahead and give it a shot. So I don't know a whole lot about this movie. I know that it's a sci-fi movie that's got some people in it. Hugh Jackman's one of them. Lady Jessica's the other one. I swear I know her name. Lost it. And someone else who I completely forgot who. Oh, I think, is Thandiwe Newton in this? I could be wrong. But there's some people in this movie, and I am going to give it a shot because it kind of looks like a Nolan-esque, sci-fi thriller. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Oh yeah, it's kind of a mid-future, kind of Ad Astra mid-future, where global warming has given us the fist business. Okay, so I get that the water rose, but would we not have, like, incrementally made changes to make the city function like something like Venice? Or has the government just totally fallen apart? I see a boat.
Past can haunt a man. That's what they say.
I've heard that said. This is true. This would be the weirdest time period, is when the water just started kind of being all over the place. But there'd be massive infrastructure issues way before it got to this point. Oh, new Batman villain. He looks like Angier from The Prestige.
Time is no longer a one-way stream. Memory is the boat that sails against its current.
That's not a time thing, that's just a memory thing.
The tank started as an interrogation tool.
I want to see how that interrogation tool made it through the ethics committee.
All you have to do is follow my voice.
Okay, so my intention is not to talk crap the entire movie, but I think up to this point, like, that could have been the first thing he said in the movie. I don't think we needed all of the Blade Runner style narration, because we could have inferred. It's kind of weird that they get to look into your memories. I mean, I would understand having a screen or something, but like, this seems like it's for people to watch, like, bring people in.
I heard you were a damn good shot.
Man, there is a lot of exposition. Alright, seriously, no, the exposition, there's way too much talking.
If you're not careful,
She's remembering being in Westworld.
consume you.
Tired of staring at his pasty ass. She needs to quit being sentimental and move the hell on.
Yeah, the dialogue is really throwing me. And it sucks because the world building's not bad. I mean, this is an interesting idea.
Like the moment I first saw her.
Again, if we did way less talking, then, like, maybe that line could have worked and given us the little bit of, like, neo-noir thing that they seem like they're half going for.
Everyone.
She have a different red dress on under the other dress that she was wearing. This lady's kind of extra. So clip-on earrings and the big fancy outfit with the makeup and stuff, that's kind of a clue into something. Maybe she's trying to convince them of something. See, if they wanted to do the noir thing, they could have done where he's like a detective. We're starting right off with him helping her, like, find something missing, and he's kind of looking through it as well, I assume, to help her find the keys. So again, like, they could have just done this as a detective story, and he's a private eye or something. She didn't notice that. Yeah, again, like, neo-noir. It's so this is tough because it's like they are going for a neo-noir pretty obviously, but I feel like they're just missing the beats. Brick takes place in a high school. You don't want Brick to do a better job than you at doing a noir. And Brick is amazing, by the way. It's just Brick had, like, much harder limitations to get through. I think another thing noirs do is they tend to, with the exception of, like, Dark City or something, but there's good reason for that, is that you normally establish your main character a little better. Like, we should already know what his pains are and what goals he has, what things he's dealing with that are difficult right now. And then we get into him having to do, like, this kind of one last job thing, and it's like, oh, okay, but we already know he's got his own crap to worry about. This one's kind of tough because it's like, we don't, I don't know anything about this guy. This feels like something that should have happened 10 minutes further into the movie. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this scene should have happened before the last scene. God, it's like you got the pieces, man. Or ma'am.
Come on, Dad. Let me take you home with your medicine. I have to cut my affairs.
Oh man, so much of this dialogue is like first draft dialogue. It's like, it's the kind of dialogue you write just so that you know what the scene requires. These are the beats that have to get hit. Here's the things people need to mention. And it just never got tightened up to be like interesting and have any character. Put a lot of focus on those earrings. If she's broke because, you know, like she can't, I hate this dialogue. But like, okay, so she can't find her keys, and she can afford to use the machine to go find her keys, but she can't afford to rent. She's having a hard time with that. Seems like it would be a very expensive machine to use, but I'd call BS on the speed of the relationship. But honestly, like 90% of movies, even the good ones, normally have. I mean, you ever seen Blade Runner? Zero chemistry to having sex, so like it just is what it is. I don't feel like all the buildings would still be standing. That's a cool writing cut.
People don't just disappear.
Yeah, this is like, I know I'm saying the same thing over and over, but it's like it's 50-50. They either needed like imagine if this was like Ryan Gosling and there was no narration at all, like an Only God Forgives kind of feel, or imagine that there was the narration that we have, but it worked, like this just, I don't know, it's the writing. Like Hugh Jackman's a good actor, Thandiwe Newton's a good actor, but everything is written so broad, it's so obvious.
And tell me a happy story but end it in the middle.
See, like the music and the dialogue together, I just don't care. Hey, a clue.
What's up?
I guess also I'd be remiss not to mention that this has got, some Inception kind of vibes going on. This is almost like the Extraction movie I was asking for after Inception came out.
Holy shit, that's him. We got him. That's St. Joe.
Hey, he did it.
She's new.
Good song. Nothing's gonna hurt you, baby.
Sure.
He said that because he's dying, his brain's trying to hold on, is fighting him, is trying to hold on to like good memories. But wouldn't he not be stoked about some other guy meeting a singer?
Too strong for my taste.
Also, what happened to you see yourself in your memories?
I recommend doing it outside.
Hey, it's that guy.
Easy to hose down the brain matter.
No, please.
All Nolan cops are dirty. Focus on Joe.
Just wait.
They had to throw that line in there because that would have been a whole movie on its own. This would be a way to do a, what's it called, a hook that like looking through, like Minority Report, you find out that some cop is dirty and then they have to go follow that. But that can't be the point of this movie.
Girl, get back.
Fear. The hurt.
This lady is straight up villain monologuing.
Became invincible.
Like, did she write all this down?
Because
What the hell?
You stealing from Joe?
Oh my god.
Why?
Okay, so where are we at? We're trying to establish that she had a more assorted history than he thought. The who was she part. I mean, again, noir, like
With me.
common noir stuff. So now I guess the big question is like,
Was she the woman I knew?
what was she trying to get from him?
With that stranger I saw. She running from the past, or racing back towards it. Find where she'd gone, I had to know where she'd been. I had to look back.
Nothing he said on this train is worthwhile. Like, none of that's important. He doesn't have to say any of that stuff. We could have just had a scene where there's just some music and he's just riding on the train. And we know he's thinking these things. We're thinking the same stuff. If he's not going to say anything that's fascinating, then he should be at least just have a lot of character and saying things that are kind of fun and interesting. Honestly, at this point, I don't know why he didn't just tell him who he is. It's like, hey, some girl that you were with that you're not anymore.
But that's go P. I learned that in the camps when your kind left us to die after the levees.
Bro, this guy's every bit as bad as everyone else is right now.
I'm looking for a woman.
Yeah, I'm looking for my girlfriend.
But what did she take from you?
I also don't like the editing. There's no time to breathe between sentences for the most part. People just kind of like rush through these lines. Also, what kind of question is that? Like, I know what she took from me, but what did she take from you? Maybe she she ran out. I don't know. This reminds me of let the right one in. He's getting drowned, and then the vampire girl goes and murders all the boys.
Let go and I'll shoot you myself.
Wouldn't you want to handle the bigger threat, the more relevant threat? Okay, I do appreciate the, they make you think they're gonna play a big pop song for the action scene, and then immediately a jukebox gets shot and they don't. That's fun. If they don't bring the song back, give them bonus points for that one.
My tank.
Oh god, his line delivery. My tank. Oh, and his stupid John Woo double gun shooting. Even the bartender getting some, huh?
Good thinking. Shooting the tank.
I was aiming for Joe.
Again, and that, oh man, that exact line structure has been used 100,000 times. I've seen that in Walker, Texas Ranger. Good idea shooting the blah blah blah. Oh, I was aiming for his head.
Don't let me die like I did in the camps.
We'll part as friends then.
That's the first line I've liked in the entire movie. I'm not writing it down or anything, but like that was the first one that was like, oh, that had some character.
I think of a song my grandfather used to hum after he died. Didn't hear that song for a long time. Lately, it was like I'd never truly heard it before.
Okay, so maybe that's a clue that like she incepted him first to know like what that song was. And if he was like some kind of mark, maybe there's some reason that she needed something from him.
Were you with her the whole time?
Okay, so she stole someone else's memory. I could get with that. See, this is rough because it's like, it's got pieces. It's got the pieces, right? It's got the skeleton. But the script just needed rewrites.
You know how I got my name.
My father was a drinker and a fiend.
The whole time you've been keeping this from me?
What, that she had a daughter? Who cares? Or the fact that she's into him.
Not a code. It's a tune. She studied me for months. She must have figured it out.
What an idiot. Why would he do that?
What with May, what with Elsa? She barely had enough to pay us.
She found out that she was really a robot. And this is all just a theme park. The editing of the action is not matching the intensity of the music, which makes it feel very weird. He's kind of like speed walking and barely moving through obstacles, and the music is like crazy. I want to see this writer slash directors, both of them, if they're not the same person. I want to see their next
But they
movie.
don't care what happens. All I know is Elsa didn't stand a chance.
Every line hurts me.
Ever since.
Ready?
Francis? No. I tried.
Wouldn't let him go no matter how much he screamed.
Okay, I'm sorry guys, this movie's just not good. It's just bad. Oh my god. He just finds her, she can't shut the hell up, like, they're just talking. She's super open, like, it's so, oh man. And everyone talks, like, everyone speaks in first draft script speech. It's like, what do you call them? She's looking for you. She go find you at where you work. You're at the same place all the time. It's like, noirs live and die on subtlety, and this movie is lacking subtlety so badly. Hey, it's that guy. Bro, kick him or something. Alright, fair enough. See, again, they've got pieces that are useful, like not useful, but that can work. Having a scene happen and not realize that we have made it past to, you know, a point where he's remembering the thing, like, that can be fun. That's cool, but it's just not working. I don't know why. Let me know if you feel similar. This makes me want to watch Minority Report. Maybe it's like the near future sci-fi mystery. Man, she had to see his pasty ass over and over again. That's tough.
Are you happy? Tell me you're happy.
Oh, man. This is the kind of movie that I would be happy to have made for, like, my first movie.
We can't prove it. Not with this.
You're also not detectives. It's not your job.
Memory.
No, but maybe you should have.
This is that artificial low point you have to force in.
Place to hide. You'd be better. I have to do this.
I want to be crying right now, and I'm like, I don't feel anything. Except I'm like curious when it's gonna be over. Forgive me if I missed something, but if he had the gun the whole time, you think it would have taken that when he was going out searching for it and stuff. Could have shot that cop.
The barons stay afloat by drowning everyone.
Wouldn't the barons just move to where it's not flooded? I assume the reason he didn't move to Colorado or something like that was because it was too expensive. Like, that became the new LA. How am I late if I wasn't invited? How am I... What? Why am I too tall? What are you talking about? I hope this movie has like an incredible final 20 minutes or however long we got.
Where is he? Tell me.
I hear it, Walter.
Why doesn't he just ask like the lower rung people who aren't crazy?
I'm done.
That's why he told Booth
From what?
to kill him.
Why did she say it like that? Why did she say that's why he told him?
He's
I served too.
Tours on the golf. 3 tours. Next time I won't miss.
Doesn't that look like Booth's dad? I know both those actors, and like, yeah, they could totally play father-son.
To find Booth and May, I had to go to hell itself.
I feel like his voice changed a little bit. He's like trying a little harder on the like old school noir thing, but it's too late, buddy.
Bet you thought that was fate, huh?
I didn't.
Some wilderness with one rule.
Eat or get eaten.
Survive or die. I've never labored under that delusion. Always seen myself exactly for what I am.
Oh, come on, with these villain monologues. Just broke his ribs. I mean, to an extent, I think there has to be another kind of piece of the puzzle that we don't understand, because at this point, there's like a lot of movie left for kind of getting what happened. This guy and May are a team, and they went around nabbing memories that they could use to either, like, I don't know, maybe extort people or get money or something like that. So there's got to be like one more big angle or whatever, because otherwise there's no climax, you know?